So we have a really cool product review for you guys here today. I have the Kobalt 24 volt max brushless. The reason why I got this, it's a pole saw, and basically it has an electric chainsaw on one end, and then you have the handle down here, and I believe it goes up about 12 feet. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited to test it out. So let's get into the unboxing. All right, so let's open this thing up. So it comes packaged pretty nice, standard, nothing too crazy. This isn't really a fragile thing, so.
Yeah.
All right, so we have everything here. The reason why I got this also, it came with a charger and a battery. Most models that you get don't come with chargers and batteries. You have to buy them separately, and that's one of the reasons why I like Kobalt. I have their drill set, their torque wrench set. I've got their
leaf blower.
Yeah, the leaf blower. And I have a lot of other devices.
Drill.
Yeah, the drill. We got them all.
Chainsaw.
Yeah, chainsaw. Let's get into the directions so we can put this thing together.
Look, guys, a man that reads directions.
All right, so the way that you put this together is there's an arrow right here, and there's an arrow on this thing right here, and you want these to align. Now, I always like to pay attention to what I'm doing. Always look at the ends. Obviously, this is the top, left, bottom. Just pay attention to that, because you don't want to force this in there. If it's not aligned, you can break the plastic ends. There we go, it's locked in, and you can see that here, the plastic. You just saw it slide. Then you bring this down and turn it. You probably don't have to do this overly tight, just a good amount, because there's going to be vibrations from the saw when you're running it. So, but you might want to take it down to store it at the same time, so you don't have to do this overly tight. And you do that all the way down the pole. So now the only downfall that I have with this, I'm going to read the directions and confirm. I'm going to use bar and chain oil. It did not come with any. I feel like if they're going to be selling this thing, they should have put some fluid in there, but that's on them. That's the only disclaimer I have. But you want to make sure you fill this thing up with bar oil, otherwise you're going to tear up your chain and you're not going to have a good time. So make sure you buy some bar oil. It does not come with it. All right, so I did go out. I had some bar and chain oil. Go figure, it's Husqvarna. So at least their chainsaw, they gave me some of this when I bought one, but that's a gas powered one. But it's all good. No dig towards Kobalt. They still have great products. Shake this up a little bit and pour this in there. And you want to make sure that you have this, because like I said, if you don't use this, you're going to tear this thing up and it's not going to do jack. So all right, so this is the one that actually comes with it. This is a good battery. Like I said, these are interchangeable with your drills and stuff. I actually already have a charged up battery ready to go. This is the extended run. I recommend, if you're going to be using these things, you probably have 15 minutes to 20 minutes tops, full speed with one battery charge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't last that long, really.
Oh.
But it depends on how you're using it. That's wide open. So just keep that in mind. You'll want to go out and buy more batteries. They run really well, but the batteries aren't that expensive. So, but I recommend the extended run. All right, so the next thing that you want to do is you want to take this cover off when you're ready. Make sure this is free of any debris at all, anything you don't want to cut. We're just cutting this on to test it and to make sure it works. Have it sitting on top of my table. That's the other cool thing about this, which I like, is with it being a pole saw, the blade is farther away from me. I've in the past cut my hand before, not with a chainsaw, but with a circular saw. So we don't want that happening. So keep that blade far, far away. Now the other cool thing is all their batteries have a meter. You just press that button and it'll tell you your health on your battery. You'll want to pay attention to that. And you come over here, this is what I was telling you about before, all these different tools that they make, and lawnmowers, drills, there's all sorts of different stuff. I have probably 3 or 4 of these already. But that's why I like this. These batteries are interchangeable with it, so you don't have a bunch of chargers and batteries in there. So we're going to go on ahead and that's it. Pops in, pops down. I believe this is your safety button over here. As you can see, push this down and hit it. And go down there and show it. so that's how it works. It's real simple. Be safe with this thing. Now the other thing which I'm going to go over is the tightening on the other side. This over here is your chain tightener. This is where you can take this off. I believe it's spring loaded. I'm not going to mess with it right now because the directions say it's ready to go after you do this. So maybe in another video I'll show you how to replace this if I ever damage it. But other than that, you should be good to go. So let's go on ahead and go cut down some trees.
Also, as a public safety announcement, please be careful and mindful of where you're standing while you are falling trees and limbs. Like that. See, if he wasn't paying attention, he just could have got smacked in the head, and we wouldn't have had a very good day.
All right, so come on over here. This out of the way. You can see, this did a great job cutting down a limb this big. Look, this is bigger than my hand, or right at the same size as my hand. Obviously, you can cut this all different ways, but this worked great. I went right through this. This is fresh. So I'm happy with it. At first I was a little worried with it only being an 8-inch blade and it being electric, but surprisingly, you're not having to mess around with no fuel. You're not having to mess around with no other stuff like fuel line or
trying to crank the stupid thing.
Crank it, putting 2-cycle oil and gas mixtures. Like, that's all you need is that and that. So, and it's a nice little blade. So, but anyway, hey, if you really enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of other cool product reviews that we do on this channel. So definitely, if you're into that kind of stuff, the support goes a long way. So I appreciate it. It's your boy Endless. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.